And maybe that's why First Shots was involved. First Shots has been run as a festival, a film festival that celebrates raw talent and early student works. So maybe in that spirit of First Shots, we created an exchange program.
Hi guys, so I'm Ryan, I'm 19 this year and I do marketing design and motion graphics.
Good morning everyone, I am Pear. This is my portfolio.
Hello, my name is Nero. I am a freelance VFX artist.
My name is Thanapon. You can call me Sun.
My name is Meda. I'm from Visual Communication Design at Rangsit University.
And this is some of my works.
I'm Kanto, and I'm from the diploma in
What? You should like that.
Nah, let's try that again.
Hello everyone, my name is Beth. I'm from the Visual Communication Design.
We begin by talking about the X. Why exchange, what exchange, and exchange for what? Often you see the X in collaborations. For example, when you have an Adidas X Gucci, when you have an undefeated X Abiding Ape, X is often a sign of intersecting. Two brands coming together to do something outside of a house style. A style in which both brands are known for, but they cross. The X is the cross, often inviting each other to twist and turn and hybridize. But in a way, we must know that it is more than a collaboration. In a collab, each party does what one does best. Each one in a collaboration is really just contributing in their area of expertise, in the area of discipline, with no opportunity for interrelatedness and to learn from each other. What we want is to establish some kind of space through this online exchange for us to learn from each other, for us to enter into each other's world, for us to enter into each other's discipline.
ตื่นเช้าเราก็ไม่สบายอีกอ่ะ
ผมไม่เป็นไร
ไม่เป็นไรอะไรล่ะก็ทุกทีก็เป็นน่ะ
ก็โตแล้วไม่เป็นไร
โตแล้วที่ไหนล่ะเขารอบที่แล้วก็เพิ่งติดแป๊บเดียว
I think it was an awesome story. And it is also a story that we all can so easily relate to, because I'm watching that and I think about my mom in Holland and about how it was when I was back home and how she was looking after me. I think the deeper meaning of any form of communication is that you touch on an emotional level to people. And in this very short clip, you definitely touched emotions with me, and I assume with the rest of the audience. I just want to applaud you and the production team.
We're all very mature and we were all very conducive to each other's ideas and influences, and I think that it shines through a lot.
In the beginning, there was a bit of conflict where we had a lot of ideas, so everyone was very passionate. So we were like, oh, let's do this. So it's very difficult to like lock it in and say like, okay, let's do this. Just like how our ideas were clashing, we also have, I think, different opinions on what a film is and what goes into it.
I have to say that I really worried that about what if our ego collide when we can work through properly since the beginning of the process.
This is also the first time we work in a project that mix between 2D and 3D animation.
To experiment with certain different visual styles.
We really love that it turned out this good.
Me and Kanto has an idea about making subtitle for this short film. Thai is a very emotional language.
จุดเป็นส่วนที่เล็กที่สุดแต่ก็เป็นจุดเริ่มต้นของสิ่งต่างๆ
Each line starts with a dot, and each line intertwines to form a single picture. My experience here is so much different compared to Scale, because in this project we are able to, it's a lot more personal to me because it's a one-on-one and we share ideas. There is a language barrier, but we overcome that by being able to share the same idea.
So we choose to compare dot between which is the beginning of art with human life, but starting from one point to the next point.
Mental health is not something that just appears out of nowhere. It starts from a single issue, and we have to be able to understand this issue and notice these issues before it becomes a big thing.
I've been watching what is playing out here today on screen, and this is internationalization in its purest form. In internationalization, we try to bring different cultures together, right? And we do that all the time. But it is not always that you see this level of interaction, this level of understanding developing in such a short time. I'm honestly somewhat speechless of what we are achieving here today.
Every work is really interesting, and for the short time, it surprised me.
Rare, for international collaboration. So I really just kudos.
I want to thank everyone, especially RP that managed this event really perfect.
Our team from our end, I couldn't be more proud to be a branch at university on days like today. Thank you so much.